Hello rum friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I have yet another brand new rum cocktail for you. This is number 19 on my quest to create 100 brand new rum cocktails. I'll be honest, by the time I finished it's going to be a lot more than 100, but we're going to go for 100 to start off with. This cocktail is for anyone that kind of like, this is very different to Cocktail 18, I have to say. Cocktail 18 was a bit richer, robust, a bit more fruit forward, a bit more unctuous. This one is lighter, it's zingier, it's tropical. You've got peach notes going through it. You've got ginger notes going through it. And you've got one of my I've got a lot of these, but current favourite liqueurs. I don't use it that often because it is really hard to replicate and really hard to actually get. But I'm going to talk you through it as I always do at the end of the cocktail. So let's dive in and let's show you how I've made this. Right, this cocktail I have called the Sunny Hideaway. Again, it's sort of yellow, reminds me of the sun. That's the extent of my sort of naming of cocktails. The first ingredient, I'm going for some white unaged rum. Don't forget, in the description of this video you'll find a PDF ebook, free PDF ebook that you can download, like rum. It's really cool. I'm really impressed with that one. Don't forget there's all those discount codes as well for Real, for Urban Bar, for the cocktail shakers, glasses, all that stuff. Loads of discount codes for rums and all that. Let's dive into the description. Right, first off, 40ml of my white unaged rum, 40. As always, I'm going to build the sour element first, so like the daiquiri, the rum, the lime, the sugar, the sweetness. So 30ml of lime juice, and then I kind of build out the cocktail from there. So citrus done. Now I'm going for my sweetness. They've got two parts to the sweetness. So first up, I've got my peach syrup or peach puree, whatever you want to call it, slightly thicker than a syrup. What am I doing? 15, oh, that was a good shout. 15ml, half an ounce of peach. And then that is complemented by some ginger syrup. Now, I don't want much of this at all. Just a little 5ml. This will give us a lovely little gingery kick to the cocktail. Right, so sour done, rum, lime, sugar. Let's go and build this. Only 2 more ingredients to come. Now, this will need explaining, so don't panic. I can sort of loosely give you alternatives for this. This is a lemon liqueur. Don't think limoncello, but we'll dive into this in a little bit. It's delicious, absolutely. It's Australian. So yeah, but tasty. 15ml, half an ounce of this Mer lemon. Then the final ingredient that everyone around the world can get hold of. Even if you can't, there's some massive problem. Pineapple juice. Remember, 100% pressed pineapple juice. Run out from the stuff for my events. So this is fresh out of the carton, 30ml, 1 ounce. Right, all that's left to do is to shake it and serve it up. Now, I'll be honest, I think this cocktail could go into a highball as well. I'm just kind of looking at the thumbnails and trying to rotate all these lovely glasses from Urban Bar. We will restock soon. Don't forget that discount code in the description below. So just strain that into whichever glass you want to. And I'm just going to whack some crushed ice in there, make it look sexy and take some thumbnails. I can't lie to you. That is really good. Instantly, I don't know how, but I'm getting lilt. There's something in it. Maybe it's the lemon. Maybe it's this citrusiness from the Mer lemon is coming out there, replicating the sort of like the grapefruit and a little bit. You get that pineapple note. You get the ginger. Oh, that's interesting. Perhaps it's the ginger in the lemon. That is absolutely delicious. It is, the rum in there is kind of there, but it's not overshadowing anything. You know, it's just part of the cocktail. I know that sounds stupid, but sometimes you get rums that just kind of overshadow. This one, again, is I use this, it's the sum of all its parts. You get that rum, you get the citrusiness, you get the pineappliness, you definitely get the peach and that tiny hint of ginger. That is delicious. I've got a couple of ways that I might riff that up, and I'll save that for my membership community. But let's dive in and talk you through those ingredients, just in case you're thinking, well, I haven't got any of that. How can I make that? Right, first off, let's talk about the rum. Now, full disclosure, Luna did send me this along with the coconut and the tropical in orders. I have a couple of white rums. I absolutely love the Dropworks and I absolutely love the Stella. But again, this is actually kind of different. So just without like going too much around the houses, this is actually Trinidadian rum. And I believe I might flash it up on screen if I can't see it. Mauritius, there we go. It's Mauritius and Trinidadian rum in there. So that's the kind of blend. That's what I'm going for. You've got, well, a bit of column still. I'm guessing the Trinidad would probably be column still as well. Maybe a touch of pot in there. But it's delicious. It's creamy. And I haven't really got a creamy kind of white rum behind me. The Casablanca from RUM COCKTAIL is very different. So this does sort of tick a box in my kind of like rum repertoire that I have behind me. But will Plantaray 3 stars work? Yeah, of course it will. Will Dropworks rum? Yes, they're just going to be slightly different. I would say Plantaray 3 stars probably be the closest sort of replication to this. But, you know, just have a little play around. I was actually going to use the RUM COCKTAIL if I'm being honest, but let's rock this out. It is a delicious rum. Right, I'm going to come on to this next, my Skittle, my 10-pin bowling pin, whatever you call that in the US. Is it 10-pin bowling? Sure it is, bowling, of course it is. Right. How can I explain this? The easiest way, and I'm not sure, I haven't spoken to Mer Lemon, the importer into the UK is a good friend of mine, same as RUM COCKTAIL, same as the Mr. Daiquiri Spirits and all that, Fortunella, John, JBE. He's importing this. Now, the best way I can describe this is like a lemon triple sec. So you think your orange liqueurs, your Fortunella, your Grand Marniers, your Cointreaus, those kind of things, they're orange based. This is lemon based. Now, I cannot think of another lemon liqueur out there that isn't limoncello. Limoncello is going to give you, I'm going to hazard a guess that limoncello will recreate this cocktail pretty well. It is going to be slightly different, but you are going to get those bursts of sort of citrusy lemon notes coming through there. What this actually is, Mer Lemon, the whole point of Mer Lemon, it's actually lemon myrtle. Okay, it's the herb lemon myrtle, but you do get those bright citrusy notes from it. It is delicious. It has got an element, a touch, a slight element of bitterness, but nothing even remotely close to Aperol, let alone Campari and all that. It's just a lovely lemon triple sec. That's the best way I can describe it, but it's gorgeous. Now, I think the only other 2 ingredients I kind of really need to explain here. Peach, as I say in most of my videos, if you are new to my videos, if you're watching one of these for the first time, you've not heard me talk about Real. Yes, I'm in a paid partnership with Real. Yes, I've been using them for at least a decade, if not the coconut, way longer. I love the products. What these are, is these are much more fruit forward than your typical syrup. As far as syrups goes, these have the highest fruit concentrate out of any syrup that I'm aware of worldwide. Okay, most of these are 40% actual fruit puree that have gone in there, and then they're blended with sugar. The easiest way to replicate these, if you're not going to buy Real, if you want to do it yourself, is make a fresh puree and then blend it with sugar. Most of these are 40% fruit to 60% sugar. That's the ratio. Okay, so they're ready to go in cocktails without making the drink too sweet. Quite often I can actually pair these together. I can use these with Finest Cool syrups or any other syrup brand because they don't make the cocktails too sweet. If you're going down like a Funkin route or Boiron route, so Funkin's 90% fruit, 10% sugar, Boiron's 100% fruit, just be mindful you're going to be blending that fruit, that puree, with your own sugar to replicate. The advantage with that is you can sort of balance adjust to your own personal requirements. But let's be honest, Real have been around a long time. They've ploughed millions of pounds into finding the perfect blend. And, you know, when companies spend that much money on making products, it's hard to sort of go against them and think, yeah, unless you want less sugar. If you're happy with 80% fruit and 20% sugar, you do that. But these are perfectly balance adjusted for cocktails, in my opinion. And even to the point where the ginger syrup has actually got proper ginger pressed into it. It's not 40% because that would be absolutely bonkers if it was for it. I think 16% of actual ginger in there with sugar, but you get the idea. It's proper ginger in there. And I don't mean that to be a sales pitch about Real, but I mean, I love them. I absolutely love them. Other syrups, purees are available. Of course they are. Right, let's dive into this. How would you adjust this? I've got a few ideas. So I'm going to sort of dive into the membership community with a separate little video. I've got a few ideas of how I would change that up. But let me know if I said to you, right, peach and ginger, how would you come up with a rum cocktail? Just focusing around those two flavours. Would you do a daiquiri? Would you do a riff on a Mai Tai? What would you do? So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to dive in for my ebook in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. And right up there on screen now is another rum cocktail that you can watch and maybe make for yourselves at home. Right, cheers. Oh, flipping hell, that's so good. It is a lilt. Bonkers.